Um, Hello. This is my oh I don't know what we're going to call this. Diary one, diary two, diary video. Fucking I don't know. Diary video. So, what am I gonna talk about today? Suffering. So I have an excerpt on my dictionary. Let me just find it. Let's see. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Feel like emotion expressive. I wasn't pretty. My blah blah blah. Selfishness. And blah blah blah. Hmm. Feel like I'm not part of this world. I wouldn't say alien, but something that's not there, but something akin to existence. Yeah. In a logical, I fucking sound like a nerd. Good lord, dude. Mm. There we go. But who am I referring actually exactly? What does this preconceived notion, I don't even know what that means, but preconceived notion, apply in everyday life? Question mark. How does it help? How does it help when I am here sitting in unnecessary pain? Meaningless pain that in no point should be a part of pain. It is a lot it is a waste of time to do this challenge without any meaningful crutches. Us humans are prone to mistakes and we need the help we can get to move forward, not to the, not to take unnecessary pain or crutches. It is undesirable for others, even myself, to work for meaningless pain. But what do I define meaningless pain? Meaningless pain is where a person or an object have been subjected through countless trials of information for that has been longed for, or information it has that it has faced countless times. Little to no information has been gathering. Little to no information has been gathered with the same amount of process and mythology that have faced. It is sorely meaningless. Meaningless. Suffering. So, what I'm going to talk about today was suffering and then meaningless pain. So, as humans, uh, it's it's as humans, we are there is no end of suffering. There is no end of suffering, or it's like it's like it's like war. There's no end to war. We are made, or we are driven by war, because because war is a point of two parties that are clashing with each other, depends on their ideology, their needs, their resources, whatever, power, blah 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 blah. Suffering is a man's drive to live. Suffering is a man's drive to live. Suffering is should be not unaccounted for. Should be part of someone else. Should be part of someone, some being, some people that should exist. If someone can suffer through something, they have the right to exist. Suffering is the right to exist. Suffering should be the right to exist. It should be the right to exist. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know. Oh yeah, my hair is a bit spiky because I just took a shower. I just took a shower. Yes, I took a shower. I sound so fucking nervous. Oh my dear God. um. Now should I share this in the internet? Probably. I don't know. Fuck it. What else? Meaningless pain. Meaningless pain. Meaningless pain. Well, meaningless pain, as I said a while ago, or what I read in my excerpt, which I think I already forgot, or after reading that, I have forgot, which is, I'm gonna read it again. Countless times, countless trials that are countless trials that are subjugated to a person or object that should not, that no information gathered, that there is no meaning, that there is no drive, then what's the point? If less than, if less, little to no information gathered through these countless trials, to these countless trials, for a person that is subjected to torture. Hell, that might be torture. um, anyway, person that are subjected to countless trials, who have gathered no information, or little to no information, little to no information, is for me meaningless pain. Now I'm just running around in circles. I'm just running around in circles because I have no clue what I have no clue what I'm talking about. It's just, and I have like a fucking deadline over a few hours left. A few hours left, but tomorrow I have a deadline tomorrow. So anyway, suffering is a man's right to exist. Suffering is a man's right to exist. It should be it should be it should be a right to exist. But that doesn't mean that you're not alone in this stage of suffering. It's I mean humans have been humans have been uh humans have been going over in the thousands of years each other, by the way. We have been living for with each other for a lifetime. We've been existing. We have been, they have been, we as a species have been existing for a lot of time, a lot of things. these problems. I think I wrote an excerpt about problems. Let me just scary eyes and my confession. I'm doing the most stupidest shit right now. I have no clue why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it regardless. The most retarded fucking thing I've ever done. But anyway. There we go. Yeah, what I said a while ago. I feel like I'm not part of this world. I won't say alien, but something that is not there, but something akin to existence. Existence is my favorite. It says here, it's my favorite topic. I mean, it is my favorite topic. Or out of the blue is my favorite topic. So, for what I wrote here is what defines existence. For it is how one object that reciprocates feelings to another object. That's the definition of existence. I think that's, I'm saying empathy, but whatever. Is it? Because empathy is the one that is, you know, feeling bad for each other. That's intuitively, we as humans feel bad towards each other. We feel bad towards each other. But that depends. That depends. That depends. Meaningless pain and then empathy. Meaningless pain and then empathy. Meaningless pain and then empathy. I was gonna say it's hard to feel empathy right now. I'm not anti-poor, of course, but it just feels so. With the what's going on with the economy right now, you should be blaming the fucking government. Sure, what the hell? It feels so hard. They do have a lot of programs, but I don't know that if they're doing it right. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I'm not trying to be anti-poor. But it feels so hard to feel empathy to the poor, because on what I was seeing is that they're some of them. It's not all of them, of course. Is that some of them used to blow it on some other alcohol, money, their addiction, their whatever, that should power their mind, power their brains that should relinquish from stress. Did I use that word right? Relinquish? I have no clue. I don't know why I made this video, but anyway, like I said, fuck it. So anyway, what defines existence? For it is how one object that reciprocates feeling to another object, one that you can feel the five senses. What the fuck am I writing? What am I writing? Anyway, even I wrote this, I can't understand, like, trying to decipher what the fuck am I writing, because my handwriting is shit. But anyway, but I don't know is that what defines existence. So I don't know what defines existence. The phrase I don't know. It is something that you try to make it exist. It is you trying to make it exist. The word I don't know. That's been my favorite, no, favorite phrase or accounting phrase, accounting phrase, or the the thing that I keep on saying. Whether it is something that you try to make it exist. You try to make it in your head. You try to you try to this you try to design to make it as an object of thought. You try to design as an object of thought. Me, a person, tries to make it exist in my head, and I kept on diving on it. I kept on diving on it. Um, I kept on diving it on and 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 on. Huh. Meaningless pain. Without the shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of the doubt. Now, these problems, I want to solve them, these by myself, because these are problems to be solved upon myself and me only. It is mine and only mine. I do not wish to be a burden to others. But the feeling is that you're already doing it, or I am already doing it. I kept thinking, and I'm already doing, and to which I kept thinking and I'm already doing, and to which it amplifies the thinking, then thus more the action. What the fuck did I just said here? What the fuck did I wrote here? Oh no. What did I say? I do not wish to be a burden to others. No. But the feeling is that you're already doing it. I kept thinking and I'm already doing it. And to which it emphasizes, thinking. Then thus more to the action. It repeats itself. To the action. It means that this basis, this I'm a burden basis. I'm a burden basis. And if you keep on that, but you're doing it, but you keep on thinking about it, and you're also doing it, and you just go over and 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 over. That is unnecessary pain. That is unnecessary pain. A person to me, a person to try to make it exist in my head, and I kept on thinking and doing, kept on make it exist in my head, and I kept on diving on it, on and 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 on, until there it exists in my head without a shadow of the doubt. Huh. Huh. That's without a shadow of the doubt that I've been doing that over and over and over and over and over again, without a shadow of the doubt, and doing the same thing, doing it and thinking about it, doing it and thinking about it, doing it and thinking about it. I'm adding fuel to the fire without any shadow of the doubt. It disappears. This It disappears, thus it burns brighter until it becomes something that will burn inside of me. It reminds me of uh, reminds me Fallout New Vegas is my favorite game. Of course, with the mods. I mean, it makes the game, fun. But anyway, the story is something. It's, I love Dead Money. I love Dead Money. Let go, poverty. Whatever the fuck that shit is. Whatever. Anyway, that will burn inside of me. It will be engulfed to every part of my body that no other people can extinguish it, including myself. These problems, they made me selfish. I put on more thought on these problems rather than focusing on the other direction. It made me get distracted of other problems because of this. Maybe get distracted. Though avoidance will do that to you. Avoidance, fucking phones, whatever. Thus putting myself in a self-blame situation even more because of these problems. No, it made me sick. It is not the authority or societal burdens that put me this way. They are the foundationals. But my problems, these problems, made it their way to progress through my inner workings. And these burdens of foundationals are not ought to be destroyed. And these burdens of foundationals are not ought to be destroyed. Because they are prevalent on others. Unto me they define human judgment. It is both good and bad, but our thinking and how we think ourselves. Pair these foundationals with our line of thinking, we get ourselves a new problem. Problems. New line of thinking. These foundationals. This is the same with authority or societal burdens. But that's just my examples. Societal burdens, authority, whatever the fucking bullshit that I just said here. And these burdens and foundationals are not ought to be destroyed, because they are prevalent on others. And to me, they define human judgment. It is both good and bad, but our thinking, and how we think ourselves. Pair these foundationals with our line of thinking, we got ourselves a new problem. It can be a new problem, it can be a new solution. It depends on each person. It's really hard to define a problem, even define what causing the problem or what the problem is. Blah 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 blah. Problems is our direct involvement to solve what defines a problem. Oh, wait, no. Problems is our direct involvement to solve. Involvement to solve. What defines a problem and how do we solve it? These statements comes in our line of thinking. Definition and solving. But if there is a problem that can't be solved, then is it a problem? Is it truly be called a problem? No. It is still a problem for me, but to be a part of me. Huh. Wait, I don't know why I add to be a part of me. I can't somehow define what speeds up or what it slows down. I can't somehow define what speeds up or what it slows down. Oh yeah, this is now a personal problem. What am I restricting for exactly? Am I even restricting for? Listening for is to prove myself that I am working. I will skip for that for now. But who am I referring exactly? What does this preconceived notion apply in everyday life? How does it help? When I'll probably skip to that because it's a personal thing, you know. It's not comfortable to share with others in the internet. Of course, um, there's gonna be people fucking mocking, but whatever, fuck. What does this preconceived notion apply in everyday life? How does it help? I am sitting here in unnecessary pain. Yes, this is now where it goes with unnecessary pain. Damn. What a fucking thing to write, honestly. But it helps. I got some love poems, some midnight sky poems. I don't know what the fuck it says here, but whatever. Call me like a fucking high schooler or a fucking edgy retard from the 2000s or something, but those goth things in the 2000s are actually pretty cool. They're cool. They're like uh neo goth things. Did I say that right? I don't know. So it took like 26 fucking minutes. 26 minutes to yep fucking things. So awesome. Awesome possum.